What's good? Back with a brand new video. You know what I'm saying? We coming at you with the chakra points. Okay, if you don't know your chakra points, you don't know yourself. What do I mean by that? We're about to get into it. Your chakra points. The best way of understanding yourself is through the chakra points. You probably thinking, but I already know myself. What do you mean? Like this and that, yada yada. I'm telling you right now, the best way to understand yourself, even the flaws, is through the chakra points. The chakra points are literally the energy centers of your soul. Like, everyone thinks they're like magical orbs in your body or whatever, like, or vortexes, spiraling vortexes. I mean, we can get into Manly P. Hall, the occult anatomy of man, but we're not doing that today. I'm just about to bring you the meat and potatoes of why you should start balancing your chakras instead of fluctuating your existence on an imbalanced in chakra, getting upset at things you don't need to get upset about, and you could easily fix with a simple shift in your mind to recuperate yourself to balance your chakras. Now let's get into it. The first three chakras are, so your root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra. These are the lowest energy. These are the lowest forms of energy that you can be vibrating on, right? So you need to understand that you need to balance these three chakras to be able to ascend up to the heart chakra and then eventually master the third eye and crown chakra, right? And these aren't anything mysterious, right? I'm going to explain it to you in a way where, like, this is mental health. I'm literally going to help you and save your mental health. You need to understand the significance of understanding the chakras, right? You need to understand to know that if you are vibrating in these three, don't be surprised if you have depression. Don't be surprised if you treat people like shit. Because I'm telling you right now, the reason you treat people like shit is because you literally are vibrating on the frequency of shit. So you're literally vibrating on your three lowest chakras while neglecting the other four, and it's manifesting as you being a major dickhead every day or a big pussy. So, like, we're going to get straight into it. Your root chakra. Your root chakra is the I am. Your root chakra is the identification of yourself. For example, if you are depressed, you are vibrating in your root chakra. What do I mean by that? I am depressed. I am sad. Your root chakra is the identification of your mind. If you stop saying I am depressed and you start saying I am happy, your brain will literally start to believe in the I am happy. Your brain will literally shift your consciousness to believe you're happy instead of depressed. You need to understand, and what you do believe in has power. So if I believe in something, I grant that thing power. If I don't believe in something, I grant that thing no power whatsoever. So when you say I am depressed, when you say I am sad, you are literally manifesting that into your consciousness, and you're literally spiraling yourself downwards, right? You're getting worse every day, right? And all you have to do is start saying I'm happy. I am happy, I am intelligent, I am unique, I am beautiful, and you'll start to feel like that. Your brain will literally start perceiving that into your reality. Because I'm telling you, you might feel like you're depressed, but there's always something that's proving you wrong. You just don't want to look at it because you're identifying with being depressed. And if it's past trauma, you need to realize that you're in the present moment and overcome. Because every single human has gone through something to make them want to spiral downwards. And the difference between a sheep and a goat is by understanding that you can spiral upwards, right? You're not a victim to your own mind. You're making yourself the victim, right? Sacral chakra. Have you ever noticed if you're really lustful or like really over sexual and just like a complete weirdo and like a pervert? It's like you're vibrating in your lower chakra. You're vibrating in your sacral chakra. Like you're literally vibrating in a chakra that's making you feel like that. You have a chakra imbalance. If you always watch porn, if you're always being lustful, trying to look at someone in public, You literally are vibrating on the second lowest chakra. Have you never heard about semen retention or nofap? It's not about the nofap. It's about being able to ascend the sacral chakra and vibrate higher than yesterday. So stop being lustful and actually start understanding that that is a part of your sacral chakra, and you will transcend that if you believe that you can. Really, all you really have to do is control yourself. If you can't control yourself, you will be imbalanced. It's like a cup of water. If I'm shaking the cup of water like this, don't be surprised when the water's shaking everywhere, spilling everywhere, leaking everywhere. Like, nah. Like, you need to hold the cup still, and you need to be able to do that for a long time so you can vibrate out of your sacral chakra and stop being a pervert, weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Stop saying you know what I'm saying? Stop identifying with these things. Stop looking at girls like you're identifying with your sacral chakra. You're identifying with your lower self. The moment you ever notice that when you don't look, like when I was overcoming lust, my eyes would go to the, you know what I'm saying? It would look at it by itself. It's like you need to understand you're programming your brain to do that. It's not the eye itself. It's the eye of you. It's your eye, not the eye. And you need to understand that you're vibrating at the second lowest chakra. And that's the manifestation of you being majorly imbalanced. Your solar plexus, your self-esteem, your confidence. Are you outgoing? Can you talk in public? Like little things. Like, can you speak up in class? Are you afraid to raise your hand in class? Like, what? You're afraid to raise your hand in class? Like, little things like these, bro. That's you literally vibrating at your solar plexus. Like, you're literally vibrating on the third lowest chakra because you're afraid of yourself. You're afraid of doing simple things like raising your hand and asking a question. We've been there. You're afraid of talking to somebody, not even girls, not even talking to girls. You're afraid of talking to another person you want to get along with. You're afraid to take a step because you're so worried about what's in your mind. And the reason you're so worried about what's in your mind is because your solar plexus is literally unbalanced. You start balancing your solar plexus the moment you start taking the risk and not being afraid of what's going to happen next. If I was always afraid of what's about to happen next, you would never do something to make you go forward and take the next step. It's like, dude, you either take the next step or you keep vibrating in your solar plexus and realize that you'll never ascend up into the chakras, never feel better about yourself because because your solar plexus is unbalanced. You need to balance your solar plexus. And if that's by doing workouts, if that's by making a drop shipping company, if that's by making money, getting a job, whatever it is, your solar plexus is what's going to give you that confidence. And you need to start orienting activities and make them habitual so you can overcome the imbalanced solar plexus and start balancing your solar plexus and become confident as a man, as a woman, as a child, as a toddler, as a baby in a wound, as a fucking ape on the street, anything, bro. Next, the heart chakra. The heart chakra is the most important chakra to me. The reason it is because without the heart chakra, it's impossible to ascend up into the two higher chakras. You need to understand that through the heart chakra, you will overcome most things in your life. You will overcome everything in your life, right? Jesus Christ was the perfect representation of the heart chakra. Forgive them for doing you wrong, and you forgive yourself from getting done wrong, right? Because you have to understand, a lot of people, they operate out of hatred for one another. Like, let's say I get traumatized from my parents and I hate my parents. That will manifest within me. That will manifest through me as being a horrible person. You ever realize why most people that have the most pain are always the worst people? It's like the people that go through the most either become the worst people or the best people. It's like, it's either one or the other. It's like you get traumatized and you become a billionaire, or you get traumatized and you become a junkie. You know what I'm saying? And the reason you become a junkie is because you're stuck on the 3 lower chakras. The reason you become a millionaire is because you ascend through the heart chakra and you master the other 2, right? So understand that to balance the heart chakra is to love, do something positive, kind words. You help your family, this yada 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 yada, right? I just realized that I'm missing the throat chakra, but long story short, the throat chakra is about speaking good, speaking positivity. What do you speak? Do you speak shit or do you speak love? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, are you helping people with your words or are you destroying people with your words? It's pretty much that simple. So just try to speak positive to balance your throat chakra. If you do not have a positive throat chakra, if you can't uplift somebody with your words, you will not ascend up into the other chakras. It is what it is. If you can't even say I love you to your mom that did something super messed up to you, like, you don't even have to be like, oh, I love you. It's like, I love you because I love myself and I love myself enough to love you, right? It's like you don't have to be a slave to their persuasion. It's like you can help someone without being vindictive, right? You can love someone without being against them, right? You can love someone while keeping distance. You don't have to be an absolute idiot, right? So the signs of an imbalanced heart chakra is you not being able to love, you filled with hatred, you not being able to forgive, you thinking the world is against you. If it's imbalanced, you will not ascend up into the higher chakras. The heart chakra essentially is the one chakra you need to become a better person. If you cannot ascend up into the heart chakra, you will be imbalanced in the lower chakras for your entire life until you change. And that's the hard stone cold truth, bro. So now we're going to the third eye chakra. So when you open your heart to love, you start to see through what's love and what's not love. If I know what love is, and you say you know what love is, but you do everything to put me down, me ascending up from the heart chakra into the throat and then third eye chakra is basically allowing me to see through you. Because if I know what love is and you say you know what love is, but you're not doing what love is and I'm doing what love is, I can see that you are not really of love. You are of hatred and you are of the lower 3 chakras. You are not of love. You are lying to yourself that you are of love. And when you open your pineal gland and you declassify it and you start seeing through these people, it's like, wow. It's like you say you love, but you hate yourself so much that you will beat someone else up or you will take something from someone else. If you steal from someone, you hate yourself enough to steal from yourself. Everything is a reflection of yourself. Look at look at the Kabbalion. Look at Hermeticism. They all talk about the universe is a reflection of yourself, right? A millionaire is a millionaire not because he's a millionaire, it's because his mind was a millionaire before he was a millionaire, and his mind allowed him to manifest millions through the ideas of his mind. His mind was a millionaire, he reflected that into his reality. Now, you need to understand that the moment you open your third eye, your pineal gland, you start to realize that a lot of things aren't what they're supposed to be. But that truth is what's going to ascend you up into the crown chakra. The crown chakra, awareness and intelligence. How much are you aware of? Because I know a lot of people that do things that they aren't aware of, that they think they're aware of, but are not. Because if they were, they wouldn't do it, right? Let's be real. If they were aware, they wouldn't do it. So let's just be real. Is how much can you be aware of? How much do you know of yourself? If you are being an asshole to somebody that you care about, are you really aware of what you're doing? Because if you were aware of what you were doing, you wouldn't be a piece of shit to the one you love. Who acts like a piece of shit to the ones they love? Nobody. The ones that act like a piece of shit to the ones they love are just pieces of shit that are imbued with hatred. And that's what you'll recognize through the pineal gland. You'll recognize that through observing the truth for what it is and not what you want the truth to be, and create a formality against the truth, which is just a bias formulated around the truth to make you feel better about yourself, right? So you need to understand that the crown chakra is awareness and intelligence. If I know my mom really isn't operating in the heart chakra, and she's really self-destructive, and she's really a piece of shit, dude, that's what you're gonna have to awake to, is that you need to operate with a certain degree of intelligence. How can I move around this person? How much can I understand this person? How much can I help this person? Because remember, you can help someone, but it's their will that is going to carry them to what they really want. If they wanted to love you like how you think they want to love you, they would do it. And the reason they're not is because they don't want to. And we take it back to the heart chakra. It's not because of them, literally. It is, but it's because they're vibrating in these 3 lower chakras, completely unaware that they have something to overcome to ascend up into the heart chakra and expand their domain by loving their self and others, instead of thinking they love and thinking they know that they love and lying to themselves that they love and manifesting that action of hatred through their actions of behavior. So if I say I love you and then I beat the fuck out of you, like badly, bro, you really think I love you? And if you do, that's called manipulation. And you need to understand you're literally under hypnosis. So stop looking for love externally and realize that you have infinity within. Infinite love within. Indestructible love from within. Not infinity and beyond. Well, also that, right? But not what I'm... You have infinite love within you. And that's what you'll awaken to, right? You don't need external validation to validate your own being. The only validation you need is from your own consciousness. An imbalanced crown chakra is being dumb as fuck while thinking you are aware of everything and you're smart as fuck. Like that's an imbalanced crown chakra. It's thinking you know more than you do when you don't. And honestly, it's pretty obvious, right? Just look at the imbalances as the polar opposite of the positive. It's not that difficult. This is the chart, right? So I hope this video helped you. I have a video explaining chakras in 3 minutes. I had an AI explain it for me, so you can go and check that video out. It's pretty explanatory as well. But I'm coming back with another video because I'm about to master this YouTube channel. Get where I need to go. I mean, if you're not following my Instagram, you're already missing out. So I might as well give you something, right? So yeah, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, and remember that this channel is gonna keep on growing. I'm gonna get better with the way I speak. I'm gonna get, you know what I'm saying? What? I'm gonna get better with the way I speak. I'm gonna get better with my linguistics, the words I use, how I appropriate them to you. I'm gonna try to make more sense. I'm gonna try to speak more calm, less with the rush of adrenaline and trying to put something in your brain, because you need it to be in your brain. I want to help you. This is why I'm making this video, right? I'm actually up here and I'm not down here. So I do love you, and I hope that you can take some information and better yourself with it, right? And I don't love you because I want to feel good about myself. Root chakra, we know who that is, right? You already have an idea who that is in your mind after watching this video. But I love you because I love myself. And because I love myself, I love you, right? I would never steal, rob. I wouldn't beat anyone up. Why would I? Man, I love myself enough where I think that stuff is absolutely fucking abolically retarded. All right? So make sure you subscribe. Videos coming out. Bangers, bangers, bangers. Bangers, 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 and stay in tuned. Love y'all.